If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in power system series. So today again we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 206 to 210. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. So in question number 206, a 1000 into 1000 bus admittance matrix for an electrical power system has 8000 non-zero elements. The minimum number of branches in transmission lines or transformer in the systems are. Okay, so if you see a Y matrix, if there is no branch, then that element will be 0. Suppose 1 2 there is no element, so 1 2 will be 0. So if they are saying it is 100,000 into 1000 bus, so total out of 1000 into 1000 you have 8000 non-zeros, so you remove, so 8000 terms are there which are non-zeros, rest are zeros. So zeros means there is no branch, so you forget about this. So out of this 8000 there will be diagonals. Actually no branches are there. 1 1 2 2, these are not branches. Branches is this one, 1 2 2 1, both are same. Suppose 1 3 y1 1 y1 2 y1 3, so these are the branches. So similar branches will come here also, so you take half of that one. 1 2 2 1 will be also there, 1 3 3 1 will be also there. So if you count one time, that will be sufficient. So you divide by half. First you deduct the diagonals, so you see these branches. So first you deduct, because it is 1000, so 1000 diagonals will be there, so it is 7000. Then you divide by 2 because 1 2 2 1 is repeating, so it is 3500 such terms are there which represents the branch. So in this branch there may be one line, there may be 2 lines, 3 lines, suppose in bus 1 and 2. So in 1 2 element, if there is one line, then it is okay. If there is 3 line, then all 3 will be clubbed together and that will come in Y. So but they are asking the minimum. So minimum means you take one in one branch, that means 3500. There can be more than 3500 in a branch, there can be more than one line also, but they are asking the minimum one, so minimum is 3500. So that is your answer. Now if you come to 207, the per unit power output of a salient pole generator which is connected to an infinite bus is given by expression P, where delta is the load angle. NR method is used to calculate the value of delta for P equal to this much. If the initial case is 30 degree, then the degree at the end of the first iteration, then its value at the end of the first iteration. So you know this one, the formula delta P was delta P delta Q Jacobian, then delta delta, so it was dP d delta the Jacobian, and then delta delta. There is no Q and V, so I am writing only this much only given. Actual was this, along with delta B also come, delta Q also come. Okay, so what is my delta P here? It is 0.8 is the actual, minus what is your P naught that you are calculating. P naught means your 1.4 sine 30 degree plus 0.14 sine 2 into 30, that is 60 degree. So if you do this one, that is your delta P. You calculate whatever it will come. Now dP d delta, what will be this one? Differentiation of this one, that is 1.4 cos delta plus 2 of this one, that is 0.3 cos 2 delta. This is your dP delta, so at the point delta 0. So now you can easily find delta delta, this one. Delta delta will be equal to this 0.8 minus 1.4 sine 30. This delta also at delta 0 because you are calculating at delta 0, so dP delta at delta. So if you do all these things, then you will get it is minus 0.0219. So what is this answer? Is it in degree? No, because it is going outside sine cos, so it is always in radian. I told you if it is inside, not if you are taking the angle outside of sine cos, outside of trigonometry, then it is always in radian. Always remember this one. So it is delta 1 minus delta 0 is this one. So your delta 1 equal to first guess, that is your delta 0 30 plus this one. So 30 degree, so you have to convert it into radian, or you have to convert this radian into degree. So because they are asking degree, so let me go to degree. So 180 by pi, this one, so it will be also degree. Then degree will be calculated, it will be 28.74 degree. That is your option C. Now if you come to 208, which material is used for controlling chain reactions in nuclear reactor? I think you know this one. This is boron and cadmium rod. So cadmium rod is not there, so boron. So that is of nuclear power station, generating station. So it is option C. You can directly remember these things. So this is boron. I am not explaining in depth, but these are common questions. In a thermal power plant, the feed water coming to the economizer is heated using HP steam, LP steam. So you have to know all these things a little bit, thermal power station at least very clearly. In all the power station you should have basic things has been cleared. So HP station is the high pressure steam where you release your pressure in steam at a high pressure. So this is the initial stage of the turbine. The turbine. So when your steam is released from the boiler, so it is at high pressure steam. So at the very first instance, when it is released at the turbine, that is use HP steam. Gradually the pressure reduces. So then it goes to intermediate steam, then LP steam. So this is actually how you are, which pressure level you are releasing your steam in the turbine. So this is nothing related to heating water. Direct heat in the furnace, that is given in the superheater stage, where it is directly converted from water to heater. But they are asking economizer. Economizer is before you feed your water to the furnace boiler for make it steam. So we don't give directly cool water. We pass the water, because water has to climb in the furnace water. So while going to the furnace, it is heated. So it is a little lightly heated, so that steaming process makes it more efficient. It becomes very fast to superheat that one. So instead of heating it from very cold to final stage, you do little bit heating while it goes through the furnace. In the process of going to the furnace for heating, at the furnace it will be heated. So in this road, it is also heated, little bit heated. That is done by economizer. So the economically it becomes more viable. It becomes very fast or economically viable. So that is not direct heat of the furnace. That is the flue gas. It is passes through the periphery of the flue gas. So while going to the furnace, because your furnace will be boiler will be looking like this. So your furnace is here. Water is fed from here. Water is pumped in this pipe here from here. So while going, it is going through this, where this flue gas are coming. Hot air is coming in the coals has been lightened up. So it is burning. So this flue gas heats this one. So this is the economizer. So while going through economizer, it is heated using flue gases, that is D, not directly the furnace. So 210, in a thermal power plant, the pressure in the working fluid cycle. So the fluid that you are going through, then economizer, this water is pumped through economizer, then it is steam. Then after releasing from the steam, it goes to condenser to condense the steam into again water. So this water again comes back, and it is again. So this is your water cycle. So where the pressure you are maintaining the pressure, which one? Condenser is nothing but it is just condensing that steam into water. Superheater is to heat it. Feed water pump, turbine. Turbine is nothing related to this fluid cycle. It doesn't come also. Just steam is hitting the turbine, then again that steam is taken out. So the pressure here is maintained by feed water pump. Anything has been lost in the water due to this steam, so that much water, excess water, will be taken from that pond will be there, where water storage is there. From that pond, this pump will take that much water and it will feed it here. If there is any shortage of water in this pipe, suppose something has been wasted, so that much water it will take again from this side. So that pressure is maintained by feed water pump. It will take care of how much water is lost, that much water it will feed. So that's why it is option C. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.